Hello. Yep, starting it the same way. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is the final installment of the Extreme Home Office Makeover. I kind of wanted to do a separate video going a little bit more in detail of everything that we've organized in the drawers, specifically where we bought things now that this whole office is done. Just like I did with my room makeover, I'm doing also an office tour. Also, have a cold sore. I really hate it. We're gonna move on. So if you guys have any more questions about where I got things, please leave it in the comments below. Without further ado, here is the office tour. Okay, as soon as you walk in, this is what you see. We wanted nothing on the desk. We wanted it to be super duper clean, maybe just like a candle or something. We didn't want to put any decorations because it has a lot more space on the desk to work. It can get really distracting. This chair is from IKEA. It's actually the same exact chair I have in my room. Inside the drawers, it is mostly just pencils, markers, everything that you would see on an office desk. Rulers, staples. We got these little dividers at Target, and so it's a lot more organized than it was originally. Down here, we have more paper clips, hand sanitizer. This is the remote for the main lights. And yeah, it's relatively organized, but we can definitely get a lot more specific. This is just like extra stuff, just in case we run out. And over here is the computer. And over here we have this plant, which is beautiful. I feel like it matches the vibe in here so well. Put a couple rocks in there so that it wouldn't just be like dirt. Over here we have this mesh black trash can. It's relatively old, but it matched the vibe pretty well, so we just kept it in there. And then moving over here is where we have the printer and all of the filing cabinets of the office. So this is a scanner as well as a printer, and it's connected to the Wi-Fi router over here. Here we just have the house phone. And then moving down, we decided to get the ones that you buy to like put shoes inside of, or like to store things in Cubbies. But we just got that and we decided to put it inside of an entire file organizer. So everything in there is stored. We just wanted to have a much easier place to store it because we used to have it in here because the old desk, 2 drawers on each side, and they used to be a lot bigger. And it was like really hard to open the drawers because they ended up being super heavy. Usually in a desk, we just need a couple pencils and stuff. So we just wanted to keep the desk relatively clean. And so moving them over here to where the printer is a perfect space so that we can still access them, but we don't have to have the desk so filled with so many drawers. And it looks a lot more modern and a lot more clean. And then down here is a lot more like Wi-Fi routers and a lot more cables and things like that. We all put it in there, and we didn't put the back side of these actual drawers because all the wires connect all the way over here. So we kind of wanted to keep it really subtle. So that is basically like most of the heavy wiring on this corner. It keeps relatively everything hidden in the front. Up here is just a couple more file organizers and folders. These are more urgent things. It's usually my parents that use this office the most, so I wanted it to be more organized to their liking. So these are just like little like divider thingies that we got on Amazon, and you can just put it in there and have that ready to go. Any file or paperwork that needs to get done. And yeah, that's basically this. This will get eventually like more filled up over time, but for now we just have things that are pending up there so that we keep the desk clean. Like I said, I just feel like the desk is such a big part of this room, so if it looks messy the moment you walk into this room, it's gonna look extremely messy anyways. Keeping the desk clear was very important. The only thing we have on this desk is this thing, which is literally just like bills that we're currently looking at. So this and then that up there is basically things that are pending, just to have one little organizer on the desk, and that was white so it kind of blends in. Moving over here, this is actually a very famous painting, but it's just obviously a replica. It used to be in here for such a long time. And because it's gray and black and white, very much still matches the vibe of this room, so we kept it in there. And then this is one of my favorite parts of the office because we used to have so many stored souvenirs from all the places that we've been, and they used to be on this little cupboard that we had here. But now we get to have it in this little thing. It's super fancy schmancy. These 2 shelves up here is Europe, and then as we go down here, it's the Caribbean, and then this is all the places in the US. Just kind of have it all stored here and kind of divided, so it's kind of like a journey around the world. It's about in the video that we were planning on putting a light up there. We tried the light that actually came with it in IKEA, and it just looked really weird. Like it wasn't as spotlighty as we wanted. Like it lit up not only the whole shelf, but all the light around here, and it just looked really weird. So we're currently looking for something to put up there. We don't know yet, but the good thing is that there's a hole that already came drilled into into the piece. So we can have like a wire go all the way up to the side and try to like hide it back there to plug it in over here. So we can always like figure out a way to deal with it, but we definitely don't want to keep it like that. We're currently looking for something. So that's currently the update. This is the closet, and I didn't talk much about it in the video, but it used to be so insane. And now we have these little cubbies in here, which are super cute. We have like glue and notebooks and glitter and stuff in here. Over here are a lot more like markers and Sharpies and a lot of extra stuff that we want to store. Over here I have like my old yearbooks. Like I mentioned earlier, this is basically just where we store like all the wrapping paper to wrap for like Christmas presents and birthday presents and things like that. Basically just to store everything that we don't want out here. And we didn't want to buy more cupboards because then this office will look a lot more cluttered, and we didn't want that. So that's basically the closet. All these stuff up here, it's just school supplies. So that's that. As we shift over to my absolute favorite part of the office are these cubbies. So we recently got these like 2 blue ring vases. They look so classy. I love them. Before we used to have like these like black vases that were actually part of the old office, but we decided to change it up. So I think this looks a lot more classy and much better. We have the blue and then we have the orange as the 2 pops of color. These black figurines are from Amazon. I didn't want to put like a lot of books or vases in these cubbies because it was gonna look really cluttered really easily. Like imagine just that in like all of the vases. It was gonna look too much, so we decided to buy like simple tiny decoration that would look good with just like 1 or 2 inside a cubby. This is a really old like orange canoe that we got in Venice a long time ago, and it's a nice little pop of color. Moving over here are these like black different size vases. I think we bought these 2 together on Amazon because we thought it would look super good, as well as this little guy. I'm in love with it. I think I mentioned it in the last video. It has like this velvety texture. It looks so classy, and it's like this really dark blue. It is so beautiful. And we just put it here with all these like extra books. We don't use these books very often, so we just put whatever books looked good. Moving over here are these little like ballerina dancers, which are super cute. We used to have them in the old office. I don't know where my mom got them, but I feel like they match perfectly there. And then moving down are these succulent planters. We just put like these little rocks inside of them. We got these succulents from Amazon. They're literally just like things that you can stick anywhere. And I loved it because I could just put whatever combination I wanted that looked good. So we just bought these succulent planters on Amazon, and then we got these little rocks in IKEA. We just filled it up to the brim, and then we just put these little succulents on top, and I feel like it just looks so cute. We wanted something that we can just mix and match, and so buying those little independent succulents really helped. This clock, I don't know if you guys remember, but this was the original clock that I wanted to put in my room, but I ended up buying like an alarm clock, like a gold alarm clock. I felt like it just looked better, and a lot of the time I'd be like rushing at home, and so I want to look at the time in like 3 seconds. I have to get close to this clock to be able to read the time, but we still kept this clock because we thought it would look really good in the office, and I just hung it up there, and my mom loved it, and so we just kept it up there, and I feel like it looks so cute next to the succulent. Moving down, we have this little plant. It looks like a mini tree. We got it from IKEA. It's an actual plant. We just wanted to keep like 1 or 2 plants here, so having this is great because it has a lot of more space to grow over time. It's right next to the window, so it has a lot of sunlight. And then over here we have a candle always. So currently we're burning this one, but then when this one runs out, we can just put like a nice little summery candle or something in there. Moving over is this LED lamp. This is a corner lamp. It looks super modern. It has like different levels of warmth and cool, and so you can just have that there at night. It just makes this whole room look a lot more modern when everything is turned on. It looks so simple. It doesn't even look like a lamp. It's just like a stick. So it's very subtle. I love it. And then these frames over here are actually certificates that I blurred out. We decided to put it up there with these black skinny frames, which matches really well with the lamp and with all the black accents. Of course, the elephant in the room, the TV. This is great because you can literally just work and then you have the TV right here. This is what I wish that I had in my room. I have to turn completely 180 to see my TV while I'm working. It's a good thing because it helps me be productive, but still, this is the absolute dream. The whole plan of these cubbies was to to maneuver it in a way where we can have the TV be in this wall and have space for it. So we put 3 down here and then we did the cubbies on this side. So yeah, it looks great. Moving to what's actually inside of these drawers, it's just a bunch of paper. We just have a bunch of excess printer paper, things that like came out wrong in the printer, and so we just keep it in there in case we need to write notes or anything to reuse that paper. We have some construction paper, college ruled, grid, every type of paper, we have it in here. And so you need paper, it's inside this drawer. Moving over here is just a lot of more things that we need to organize. We have things to send out envelopes, gigantic yellow folders, extra storage and containers. And then in here is just basically empty. We don't really have anything in here, but over time we'll have like Amazon orders or anything that we need to keep pending in here. But it's good to have just extra space in case of anything. There it is. This is the final cubby wall, which is my absolute favorite part of the entire office. It just looks so modern and classy. This little chair here is just an extra chair so we can like sit down and then talk to whoever's on the computer. That's pretty much the office. In the morning when you turn on the candle when you sit down to work, it is such a cozy feeling. It used to be a lot more cluttered and there used to be a lot more darker furniture and it just didn't feel as welcoming. And so we needed something that was a lot more bright, a lot more open. So it's the perfect space to work. Okay, hi. So now we're gonna have like a cute little office home space where we can do taxes, bills, and it's starting to pouring rain outside. But yeah, I'm super excited for this. I have a little candle burning. I don't know if you guys, you can't see it, but it feels very homey and cozy in here. And like I said in the last video, it just feels like a nice little cozy therapist office. It just gives me that vibe. Like I said, if you guys have any more questions about where I got things or things that I didn't mention in the video, please leave it in the comments below. Also comment this emoji. I don't know what emoji I'm gonna put, but comment this emoji if you've made it this far. All right guys, so that is the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like this video because that's how you let me know. Subscribe for more videos like these and hit the little bell notification next to the subscribe button so that you get notified every single time I post. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.